UFC Vegas 108. We had Tatsuro Taira versus Park going into this one. I've been excited to watch Tatsuro Taira fight again. We have a rising star amongst us, Will. And I know that Hyun Park had a fight that was scheduled later on. Who was he supposed to be fighting?
Well, Taira was supposed to
Ursay?
fight. I think he was supposed to fight Urseg. He was on the 9th, so not too far off. And Taira was supposed to fight Albazi. Albazi, they wouldn't clear, the medicals wouldn't clear him like what, a week ago.
Yeah.
So they're like,
Yeah, a little switcheroo.
yeah,
Different but same. And
for sure,
then
but different.
Park comes in and they're like, okay, so not too much time to get ready for him, right?
Yeah,
But Blunderbow says, bro, was this less lopsided on paper? Because damn, for real. And everybody's like, look, this is a huge opportunity for Park coming in, right? He's fighting the number 6
massive,
ranked contender.
massive.
So if he pulls this off, like Blunderbuff said, pretty much, that's a big if, right? That could be huge for Park.
Yeah, and like you said, going into this, he was booked against Urseg, so clearly he's good, right? And if you watch his fights, he's undefeated early in his career, but he is undefeated, and he's nasty, man. Submission threat, nasty handwork to the body. He's dangerous, and they give him Urseg, and you're like, okay, this is a good test. Then they do the shakeup, and you're like, oh, this is a bigger test. No disrespect to Urseg, but we're both really really high on Tatsuro,
We
who's
done been
also
high on Tatsuro Taira.
yeah, and he just had his first loss against Roy Vol, but it was a fight of the night. So you're like, okay, like he's clearly there, right? He might have lost that fight. That was his biggest test at that point, but he's clearly there. Albazi's another one. So Park, it's got an uphill battle on this one, I would say. So I wouldn't say it was much less lopsided on paper, but it was definitely like this is going to be, like you said, big
Big challenge.
opportunity for Park. Which,
Big challenge.
yeah.
Um,
Hey, shout
and
out Phil
Will,
says main card wasn't bad at all. Good performances, banger fights. Yeah, it was very good. Very
for
good.
sure. For
If you guys
sure.
don't follow combat sports today, come on.
What are we doing?
What are we
What are we
doing?
doing?
What were you gonna say?
But dude, there's levels, right? Uh,
Yeah.
how quick before Tetsudo drops Park with that right?
Well, yeah, they're both kind of looking at each other. He jabs him, and then he hits him with a two, and you almost see Park like it wakes him up a little bit, and he like rubs his face. Did you notice that? He like rubs his face, and
Yeah.
he's like, I don't know. Uh, And then you're like, oh shit. But then he comes back and enters, and he's like, I'm gonna step in now. And Tyra's like, nah, you're not. And fucking hits him with another two, like right after the first one, and sits him down. And you're like, oh shit, dude, this might be a tough one.
And it was kind of weird because with that right, he catches him with the right, steps
Mhm.
back, and then he's like, that worked. And he goes with the exact same right again. And then he
Yeah.
like the exact same shot twice in a row. And he drops
Yeah.
him on that second one. And then what was it, the second round, right? Where Taira
Well, so
takes down
I do
Park.
want to say that was he gets dropped. There's like 4 minutes on the clock. Tatsuro's on him. Ends up on top. Ends up taking the
Survival
back.
skills.
Yeah, and very impressive work from Park. Just because we know Tatsuro is nasty on the ground, and he will grab a neck, he will get you, and he survived. And not only did he survive, he defended very well, and he did force. He was active enough off his back and things like that to allow Taira to end up taking the back and things like that. But it's
Yeah,
because he didn't just accept the position and hold on. It's because he was working well. Tatsuro's just one step ahead on each of those transitions. So very cool.
100%. And then would you say that takedown in the second round was somewhat simple?
Well, so that's yeah. So well, I will say so. Yeah, first round he drops him in pretty much the first exchange, and then takes it back, does all this for the whole round. And you're like, oh fuck. And if you're Park going back into that second round, you're like, okay, we might have to meet this guy and trade with him. And so what does Tatsuro do? As soon as Park steps in and throws a combination, he shoots on him, center of the cage. Most of these guys,
Perfect.
yeah, most people in the UFC these days, they don't really shoot if they're in the center of the cage. They'll shoot once they're, once they back you up against the cage or get you around that perimeter line. But yeah, he shoots the takedown like immediately under the combo of Park, and then just drives him all the way back to the fence, picks him up, dumps him. I believe we have pictures of all of that. Um, but yeah, I mean, I thought it was just
There it
craftiness from
is.
Tatsuro to crack him early, and then second round he's like, I'm not gonna even try to crack him. I'm just gonna shoot immediately because he wants to get that back. You know what I
That
mean?
double leg, man, yeah. And he just finishes it all the way through, picks him up. Tatsuro Taira kind of reminded me in my prime of myself. You know what I
Oh,
mean? Like that's why I was like watching him and just a teardrop, dude. Just reminding me of me in my prime. But
wait, who? Tatsuro or Park?
yeah. More like Park, bro. More
Yeah.
like Park. Yeah, Blunderbuff saying also Evie's not feeling good, so she's sleeping in, but she says hi. Hey, shout out Evie. I was looking forward to
Yeah,
talking to her today about the co-main event, dude. It was a bloody mess in the octagon. So,
I know.
but shout out to Evie. Hopefully, she's feeling better. And then Phil
Yeah,
saying Taira really has a flawless performance. That takedown was so easy. So I have a question for
beautiful.
you, a question for anybody in the chat, and of course, if anybody is watching this later on down the road, you can leave your thoughts on the chat afterwards. But matchmaker, we saw somebody in the chat saying Moreno versus Taira.
Yeah, I think that's the move, dude.
I don't want to
Phil
see it.
says UFC Japan Moreno versus Taira. I do, man.
I
Give
don't
him
want to
another
see it.
Brandon, because they're doing Josh Van versus. They got to be doing Pantoja versus Josh Van. Another win in a main event like this for Taira. It puts him close, but I don't think this gives him a title shot, right? Um, but it does set him up for another big fight, which could be a title eliminator. Moreno's right there. Let's do it.
Give him a
You don't
Kai
think
Kara
so?
France. No.
Kaikara France coming out
Yes.
the title shot loss, maybe.
Give him Kai Kara France. I
That's a
just
fun fight too.
I don't want to see this fight from Moreno, dude. Do I want to see it as a fan? Like as a MMA fan? Absolutely. Like what a phenomenal matchup. As a Brandon Moreno fan, hey, let's
You
take it
think
easy, huh?
you,
Let's take it easy. Let's
you think
just chill.
Tatsuro beats him?
Dude, Tatsuro looks so good, man. And look,
He's-
the way
yeah,
like he lost to a Royval, but it was a
hmm
good fight, dude.
fight of the night.
It was a really good fight. And I'm not saying that, Moreno wouldn't be able to handle your boy in there, I'm just saying Moreno's getting a little bit older. He's been in some wars. Let's take it easy.
Yeah.
Okay?
Blunderbo says he's more of a one guy, so he says we're talking about UFC. So I only just met Tyra last night, and I don't remember who Moreno is.
But look,
Do yourself a
so
favor, go back and watch Figgy versus Moreno, all three of the fights.
so
Insane.
good. So good. Um Ale- Alejandro Pantoja versus Joshua Vaughn.
hmm
Winner faces Moreno.
Wait, sorry.
Moreno
You
gets
think
whoever wins between Pantoja and Joshua Van.
you want Moreno with a title shot now?
Just give it to him, dude. Just give it
You
to
don't.
him. You know what? No. Bench Van. Give Moreno a title shot right now.
I
Just
mean,
super
he's coming off
biased.
2 wins, right? He beat Albazi and Urseg. I don't know. Maybe
I don't
I
know.
don't know. I don't think so. I'm
All
trying
right.
to find a way to
Look,
make that work,
Phil,
but
dude, no, he's saying no, no. Look, I get it. I get it. Joshua Van versus Pantoja is like they already said that's the fight, right? That's the next title fight.
it's got to
I'm
be.
just a big Brandon Moreno fan. I want to see him get one more shot at the title before he rides off into the sunset. I just don't think he's gonna get that other shot at the title if he goes up against Tatsuro Taira next.
Well, yeah, maybe. And one thing that does suck is because of the way this is all shaking out. I love that Josh Van is getting a title shot. I think he deserves it. I think that's gonna be a sick fight. I don't
Oh,
think he
it's gonna
wins that
be so
fight.
much fun.
Not necessarily. I would pick Pantoja in that. The fight that I really want to see in this division is Josh Van versus Moreno. I think that's such a fun fight stylistically, but they might just
Woo!
miss each other because of how this is all shaking out. That kind of sucks.
That would be
Um,
nuts.
Phil's saying Kaikara France versus Royval 2. Look,
Mm.
Phil, you're asking for fresh matchups. You're saying Moreno and Taira is a fresh matchup at the top, but then you're calling for one that's not a fresh matchup.
Oh
No
man.
disrespect,
Hey,
Phil.
shout
I
out
love you.
official Lewis saying how y'all doing? It's finals week, but I have no class tomorrow. Just thought I'll come in and
Hey,
say what's up. Hey, shout out official Lewis.
shout
Uh
out Lewis. Lewis
and
is
then
real. Good luck on
Blunderbub
the
has
finals,
been
by the way.
yeah, for real. Good luck. But also finals right now, summer school, maybe?
But
Gotta
he's in
be.
Singapore, right? Lewis, you're in Singapore. I don't know how they're. They might have different school schedules than America. Probably have better
Yeah,
school
yeah, yeah, yeah.
system.
That's true. Blended Bubba has been following us and subscribing long enough to know that Ramiro will always be matchmaking with his heart. That is 100% correct, sir.
Yeah.
you're you're absolutely right.
Hey, it's all vibes, dude.
It's the vibes matchup. And then
Yeah.
shout out to Austin. Good afternoon, everyone. Didn't catch the entire card yet, unfortunately, since we're on the last week of summer camp. Man, hey, Austin's been
Hey.
doing the damn thing in summer camp already for some time, huh?
Yeah.
Holy smokes. Hope everyone is doing well, though, is what he says. So, yes, shout out to you also. Hey, everybody, Ramiro and Will here. Thank you for watching that short clip. Just so you know, that was a small excerpt from what we covered this last Sunday, right, Will?
Yeah, we cover the entire event every weekend. So this was just a cutout from the live stream that we did. The link to that live stream is in the description. So if you want to hear about the other fights that night, it's down below in the description. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell because we go live every Sunday to cover events. And if you do that, you'll know for next week and you can tune in and be in the chat and get featured on the show just like everybody else was on this clip.
We hope to chat with you live.